In a distant kingdom, where dreams danced in the air like colorful butterflies, there existed a magical place called Geometry. This kingdom was not like the others. His landscapes were made up of living figures and lines, which whispered secrets in the wind. At the heart of Geometry was a great prism, a resplendent structure composed of triangles, squares, and circles that shone with a light of their own. Each afternoon, the great prism unleashed a rainbow of colors that bathed the sky, creating a spectacle that attracted creatures from all corners of the kingdom. The inhabitants, beings of different forms, gathered to celebrate the arrival of Colorido, a festival where imagination overflowed. The streets were paved with wavy lines, which twisted and turned, forming paths that led to unexpected places. The rolling cubes laughed as they played in the squares, and the bouncing spheres came together in a play of light and shadow. In this world, each figure had its own personality. The triangles were bold and adventurous, while the circles were gentle and dreamy. One afternoon, while the inhabitants were enjoying a dance of lights, a dark shadow slipped through the streets. It was the dreaded Shadow, a being made of straight lines and sharp angles that absorbed color and joy as it passed. The citizens of Geometry felt fear take hold of them, and laughter became a distant echo. But in the midst of the chaos, a small figure emerged from the great prism. It was Lila, a young woman in the shape of a diamond, whose skin glowed with a deep violet hue. Bravely, he approached the Shadow and spoke to him gently. "Why do you bring sadness into our home? Don't you see the beauty of the colors around us?" The Shadow, surprised by his courage, stopped. No one had had the courage to speak to him before. Lila showed him how each line and each figure in Geometry had its place and its purpose. With each word, the Shadow began to understand that darkness was not the way, and that even he, with his sharp and austere form, could find beauty in the light. In the end, the Shadow was transformed. Her form softened, and shades of gray and silver began to sprout from her being, intertwining with the vibrant colors of the kingdom. Together, Lila and the Shadow created a new space where shadows and lights coexisted in harmony, giving rise to a spectacle of contrast that celebrated the diversity of shapes and colors. From that day on, Geometry not only shone in the colors of the rainbow, but also learned to appreciate the beauty of shadows. And so, in a world where lines danced and figures intertwined, everyone lived happily, remembering that every shape, every color, and every line tells a surprising story. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, comment, and like.